A saggy titty line from Drake.
I didn't even hear it.
Oh.
But it's okay. The album was not that great anyway. Seemed like you didn't really try on this one.
Surprise, was it all was it a drum and bass record?
It was like dance music.
I like dance music. I listened to like 1 second and one track besides that track that everybody but you just listened to.
And then Drake is just on it for no
But
reason.
this was like a rap song though. This was the 21 Savage track. Welcome back to the Drake Pod. There's probably so many Drake podcasts.
You're gonna follow up Certified Lover Boy with that?
Well, that was kind of just like Warriors win thing. So he's like, yeah, I should put something out.
Is that what that was for?
I think so. Which is not
Because if
because
I was on the Warriors team and Drake dropped that, I would be like, nah. I worked all season for
maybe
this.
it was like a diss because he likes the Toronto Raptors. You ever heard of these guys?
Maybe.
And maybe he was like, I don't like the Warriors. I'm gonna put out a poo poo record.
So he's just Toronto just got embarrassed twice, losing the game and just
They weren't in
dropping
the game. They weren't in the game.
uh, Jake dropping the worst shit since
I probably like it.
since when?
That being said, the one track I did listen to for a couple of seconds was not. I don't think I enjoyed it. I think it was unenjoyed.
Come on, Aubrey.
You big Norm Macdonald guy?
No.
I like him. Been watching
Happy
his
Father's
YouTube
Day,
stuff.
everybody.
You deadbeat dad.
I'm gonna go take my son to see Buzz Lightyear with his weird little friend.
Dude, Buzz Lightyear looks lit.
I hope it doesn't suck.
You're gonna see it in IMAX 3D.
Nah, they don't deserve that. You're gonna see it in regular D, like the rest of it,
In 1D.
in 1D.
You're just gonna see a geometrical take on Buzz Lightyear.
We're gonna watch it in black and white. They haven't they haven't seen Toy Story yet, so I'm just gonna show them Toy Story and tell them it's Buzz Lightyear.
But this is what a story, man. They made a whole series of a bunch of toys, and then decades later, they're like, hey, let's make a story about the guy that the toys are about. That's amazing.
I don't know if you remember, but there used to be a show, like a cartoon, about Buzz Lightyear, which is like kind of the same setting. It was called Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and I
Mm,
used to watch it. And it used to have like alien friends.
yeah, I don't think. What years was that? It was like
Fucking
middle
early
school.
2000s,
Yeah.
maybe like kindergarten or something, maybe
Oh,
earlier.
really?
It
I
was
don't think
old.
it caught whatever I was catching at the time.
I didn't watch it a lot, but it was on when it was on. I watched it. It was like a thing you watch when you stay home from school and you're sick.
Sure. Let me see if I can jog some memory with an
Yeah.
image. 2000, created by Bob Schooley. Uh, I feel like I remember. Oh snap! Yeah, he had a girlfriend who was blue.
Yeah, he was smashing that alien puss.
I feel like this was a video game as well. Yeah, this
It
was.
pro-
Look at this. Look at this animation style. This is old. But
what are they
this is
gonna?
like nothing compared to the
Nothing compared
sick
to
graphics now.
the high budget fucking dude. Why does Buzz look like a white supremacist?
He's part of the military.
He just got that. He just has that chin. He
He
just looks like
he doesn't look that white supremacy.
he
I mean,
looks
which
like
one are you looking at?
he looked like he would come to my high school looking to recruit people for the
Yeah,
Marines.
he's in the military. He's in the Space Force.
I
This is
wonder
when
how
the
this.
Space Force is actually like fleshed out and there's wars in space now.
You think Wally will make an appearance?
Wally.
Yeah.
There's probably gonna be some funny Easter eggs. Look,
And
it's right here in
also,
Modern Space.
when are they gonna make a Woody movie?
What is he, just a cowboy?
Yeah.
No
Or
one can
is
see this image, but it's Ricker and Vaughn in space.
from my understanding, according to Toy Story lore.
Yeah, please.
Wow. Because I used to watch a lot of interviews with John Lasseter, the creator of Pixar and Toy Story.
Of course.
He would he would mention that Buzz Lightyear was an action figure from like a show or a movie or something like that, or a comic or something. But Woody was just a toy.
That's what I was assuming as well.
Yeah,
He's just
so
a deadbeat cowboy.
just a deadbeat, dude. No one wants that shit.
What I want is I want a documentary of the company that made all the toys. Do you know what it's called off top?
The company that made all the toys,
Yeah. I want to.
Hasbro.
Oh no! In canon.
Oh, I don't know how they're just like putting
I just want
fucking
a little
demonic energy.
mockumentary, a 45-minute mockumentary about how the company that made Toy Story toys made it, but inside the story.
Damn, I'm looking at some.
1995, 99, and then they waited till 2010 for Toy Story 3, 2019 for Toy Story 4.
Well, it takes like 5 years to make these movies.
What the heck is Lamp Life? A short film from the
I'm not seeing good reviews so far.
Well,
Ooh,
I mean, I'm never going to see it until it's on TV in about a handful of years. So,
2.5 stars.
oh yikes! You're not supposed to look at stars.
Oh no, sorry, 5.
Uh,
But you
well,
know,
it's the
it's made
greatest
for
movie
kids.
since Shawshank Redemption, is what they're saying.
Well, Disney's strength is typically its writing, right? Apparently, I don't watch it, but the Star Wars shit that they've been putting out on Disney Plus is like kick ass.
I've heard natterings about it.
Like Muppet Jeff. I never
Oh,
hear him. I never hear him talk highly about anything. But he was like, "Bro, did you see the new Obi-Wan dude? Holy shit, bro! It was so fucking sick." I was like, "Dude, no."
Dang, that's like the second one after The Mandalorian. Is The Mandalorian dead?
I can't keep up.
A few seasons here and there, all on Disney Plus.
Damn, is Obi-Wan played by the same guy? Oh wow.
That played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the movies.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely know who that is if you ask me.
Ewan McGregor, look at all this lore, this just extra shit that George Lucas was like, fuck it, you write it. I don't want to write it. I don't care.
And look how good it is.
It's the best. They literally found the biggest Star Wars nerds in the world.
And
We're like, here,
dude,
advise
go
our writers.
crazy with it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I believe that too for Marvel.
They made I saw a trailer for some I think Disney Plus thing. The Moon Knight.
Oh yeah.
I forget what I saw, but it was a gnarly trailer. I can't even like remember it. But who's the Moon Knight?
I'm not sure. Is it just me or is Marvel shit getting kind of
It's pumped out like a
colorful?
cheap colorful?
Like kind of like, how do I explain it?
Visually?
Not corny, not cheesy, but more like cartoony. Like I just saw this
Which ones?
Moon Knight for one, because I don't know why.
It seems like a video game.
Yeah, kind of. Look up the
Trailer?
poster for Miss Marvel.
That one I briefly saw as well. First of all, they've had like just 20 things just like popped out of nowhere. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I do know how, but
Well, this one is a little woman, right? She's a little lady.
Yeah, I think she has big fists, or she does in the
Oh yeah,
comics.
is that what Miss Marvel does?
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Captain Marvel. Does she
I
grow up into Captain Marvel?
don't know. I don't even
Yeah,
know
this
why
one.
they just like
Yeah,
call
this
it
one I think
Marvel.
is purposely looking like a comic. I have no idea who Miss Marvel was. Moon Knight. Let me look at this Moon Knight trailer
I,
on um, mute. I forget why, but it looked gnarly. It was like a vampire situation.
I think they're just bringing different directors and are like, just put your spin on this.
That's fun.
We have all the resources in the
And
world.
then
Just like make it look how you want to make it look.
one that knocks out the park they'll use, and they're basically doing an incubation with Marvel Plus or Disney
If
Plus rather.
if it doesn't get knocked out the park, it will never see Disney Plus. It goes straight to Disney minus.
Dude, what is Moon Knight? He's freaking locked up. I'm looking at the man in some London place. He's sleeping on a man, walking in the puddle. He's going to Egypt, a museum. He looks Egyptian. He's talking to Donna. His name's Steven. And he looks like a freaking hooded moon mummy. Is he a mummy?
I don't
Is
know.
this
I've
just
never heard of this.
is this just freaking night at the museum, but it Marvel?
I know
A
there's some
classic.
people out there that watch every Marvel shit and just know all
Well, there's
the
a lot
answers to these
now.
questions. Some people just have like, if you're watching every Marvel movie and you don't have a blog or a podcast, you're wasting your time.
You must content. Okay, so there's a freaking a cult, and this guy that looks familiar is like, this guy doesn't seem like he's having a good time. He doesn't know what's going on. Moon Knight. He's at the pyramids now. I bet there's cool pyramid stuff in here. I'm a good guy. I'm a good pyramid fact person. He's a mummy. He's a mummy, dude. Or he's like an anti-mummy.
Okay.
You know, the classic mummies. I feel like I might like that character. Like I'm a big. Have you seen Doctor Strange yet?
Because he's KKK man.
No, because
He's
there's
cleaning.
pyramids and stuff.
He's cleaning up the streets of black people. Imagine there's a KKK rally
There
and
was there was like in life or in Marvel.
just in Marvel or some
Okay,
shit, and
okay.
I don't know, and then like some people go and like fuck it up, like try to like fight the KK the clan members. Then Moon Knight, they just summon Moon Knight. He comes out of nowhere.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
He just
whoa!
starts. He just
Like no
starts
one knew
kicking
that
it.
was his thing.
Like holy shit, we didn't mean to make this. He just starts kicking ass. Clan man, dude. That
That's what, have you
Marvel Studios Clan man.
did you see the updated version of Watchmen on HBO?
No,
It was basically that kind of.
I used to work with a guy that was obsessed with that shit.
It was like old one or the new one.
Like anything. He used to fucking God. What did he do?
That new
You know,
Watchmen HBO series, I like. There's few things that I intake media wise. First of all, I tell you, I saw House of Gucci.
how was it?
It was good. I feel like we talked about it, but House of
You're
Gucci.
Yeah,
I took that
I
media in and I enjoyed it.
I saw it to someone. Sat next to someone on the plane to Paris, and they watched it.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
were like,
that's where people watch it.
they were like, "Nah, I didn't enjoy this."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I loved it.
I can't sit down and watch anything.
Sure. But
Like
when
I
I
can't
do,
watch a
like I
movie or
saw
TV.
Watchmen, HBO series Watchmen. That was one of the best series I've ever seen. It was a different twist on Watchmen. Um, and they were in the past, and like the bad guys were part of like basically like the Klan, and then there's a whole
Wait, but
force of cats
Clan's
that are
good
like,
guys though.
no, 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 they're the bad guys.
No, they're good.
Uh, They try to kill people.
I don't know. Oh, that's all about perspective.
They,
It's all about the angle you
I mean,
come.
when you got your type, you got your type. You know.
Well, when you just like ask, like, hey, like why are they really doing this? You kind of understand.
I saw a clip of one of those classic bits where a black dude interviews a person from the Klan in a comedic fashion, and he was asking the leader of like freaking a sect of the Klan if he could be friends, or like if he could come over to his house, and the Klan guy was like, "You can be my friend, but I'm not going to invite you over for a barbecue."
My question is, how do they get those interviews in the first place?
You just ring him up.
His email?
I mean,
Like, hey
the Klan
man, I
doesn't
know
have the
you.
best PR. Maybe they need some recruiting.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Like,
seem
hey
like
man,
it's like the old what it
like
was, you know.
the glory days of the Klan. There just used to be so much more passion in it, you know.
It does. It seems watered down. Like I'm not gonna like. Let's
Now
call
everyone,
a spade here.
now everyone's hiding. I haven't seen a swastika tattooed on someone's
Jeez.
forehead in years.
Now they all just hang out with each other, like in their yard, and talk about white things. Back in my day, this old
Damn.
chunk of coal used to really have the fear of God.
Imagine being so rich you just couldn't get canceled.
Dude, I watched Sticks and Stones Chappelle special. I think it was 2019, 2020. It was dope. It was the one where he was talking about trans. He said some other stuff that was way more inflammatory than the trans stuff.
You know.
It was great. Yeah, did they there was a I don't even think this made the rounds of like social media when it was on airing, but he was talking. Did you ever see a bit where if he woke up and like felt like a Chinese man?
No.
Oh man, it was funny.
David?
Huh?
David Chappelle.
Yeah. It was from that special. The punchline was like, if I woke up as a black man and said I was a Chinese man and had a funny accent, like that's not really a thing. It was great. I watched that. I've been watching hella Norm Macdonald. A lot of YouTube.
Who's Jared Carmichael? He's a
Um,
comedian.
yeah, black dude.
Yeah, I'm just reading this headline. He says, I'm tired of hearing it. Jared Carmichael calls out Dave Chappelle for transphobic material.
Is that from 2 years ago?
This is from Thursday at 10:44 a.m.
Oh, really? What?
Should I read it? At this point, this is from The Root.
Okay, hold on. Is Jared Carmichael from? Oh, he's a skinny dude, huh? I thought he was from SNL.
Yeah, he's skinny. At this point, literally everyone has offered their opinion on Dave Chappelle continued use of anti-transgender material. Now, Jared Carmichael has asked some scathingly honest questions about the star's obsession with these bigoted observations. In an interview with GQ, Carmichael explained that in his experience, younger generations are more accepting and open. I love this generation, he said, and I actually fuck with them and all those comedians that are going so hard against them. Chappelle has been under fire for repeated use of transphobic jokes in his Netflix specials and stand-up routines. The more people criticize and try to reason with him, the more openly defiant and offensive he becomes. After he was attacked on stage at the Hollywood Bowl, his first inclination was to joke that it was a trans man. Seriously, Dave, shouldn't that be the last thing in your mind? Look, I get it. Everybody's got to create a boogeyman to sell tickets, but it's not true, Carmichael said. Who's getting canceled for what they've said? What does that mean that people are mad on Twitter? Everybody's fine. These grown men are fine. I think a lot of time people are offering nothing but truthful, meaningful about themselves, and they complain about society a lot at large. And I think this boogeyman, I don't know what he's saying. Just don't watch him.
His Wikipedia said Jared Carmichael likes George Carlin and Richard Pryor.
Oh, really? The two most offensive comedians in history? Like, damn.
And there's also a lot more offensive things.
Comedy's in trouble when comedians are attacking other comedians.
Yeah, that made me a little sad because I think I liked this guy. I think I liked Gerard a little bit.
Yeah. So
I get what he's saying, but also like, you think Dave Chappelle has old head view on the gays?
I I don't think he's homophobic,
Yeah,
but I think he's just like, oh, this is an easy target. A lot of people find it funny. Let me just continue to riff on this.
and the special I saw, it was not super offensive.
Yeah, it's like I don't
Coming from
know.
a straight white man. But no, it was like not super inflammatory.
But fucking like Dave Chappelle isn't a fucking politician making laws and saying this stuff. He's a comedian.
Some would say that comedians are some of the last stand of political discourse in this country. That's what some people would say.
Yes, and we should keep it free and open and not silence it.
Yeah, I think that was. I give that 2 stars, Gerard Carmichael. I'm canceling you.
I wonder how far you can go and how mainstream you can get
Without having sex with a trans person.
without yeah, but without like just be like saying the worst stuff ever. Like the worst stuff I think I've heard in modern day comedy is probably like Anthony Jeselnik or something.
Oh.
Or like
So I was thinking of like completely clean comedians.
oh yeah, I gotta run to the door real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So
well, Bitcoin 20,000 just below. I was gonna
19.
take it over as you go.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Bitcoin. Oh my God! What are we gonna do, everybody? What are we doing? No one's gonna buy it. Ricker and Bond didn't do an intro. Stocks at a lovely number to buy. Bitcoin at 18,000. LOL. Get wrecked. Ha! Remember when everyone and their mothers told their mothers to buy Bitcoin at 69,000 and told them it'll be the best investment of their lifetime? You all bought at the peak, and so did I. Ethereum sub 100. Holy moly guacamole. Holy cannoli, Anthony. Ethereum at 981. Sexy numbers. Cardano, kind of chilling at 45 cents. This is Rigger, by the way, John. People, I guess, might not know my first name. I like that number. Get yourself some Apple, everybody. 131. Get yourself some VLO. Get yourself some Microsoft. It's a fire sale. Remember that everybody used to say it was a fire sale when there was a dip below the all-time highs of the entire stock market? Now it's an actual fire sale. Now it's when people are actually losing paper wealth. Now is when actually there might be ripples in the real economy. Jobs. Does anybody have one? Apparently a lot. Recession. Define it for me. Do I get a barrel with overalls as a recession outfit in the mail? Like a stimulus check? Those stimulus checks, a lot of money out from that good old Fed. And that drove that market up all the way to the tippy top. And in its wake was a whole bunch of gosh darned all-time highs for new assets. Crypto. Bonds are up. Apple, all-time high. Now we got Amazon at a sexy price for the layman's people who can buy now hundreds of dollars worth of shares rather than thousands. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. I don't think that would have happened under Bezos. From what I know, my insider knowledge of Amazon company culture. I'm in deep. I've been in there years, boxes over boxes. I've sat down with Mackenzie Scott. I'm the reason they got divorced. A little insider knowledge for you. But a Bezos-led Amazon stock company that gives stock, supply stock, does not split, I believe. But now Amazon 106.22 at 2020 levels. Really 2018 levels. Also 2020. But that looks like a nice little, if you're into technical stuff, that's a nice little support line. You know what I mean? This old chunk of coal will probably dip into some Amazon stock for a good long portfolio. Just mastering markets, a market maestro, if you will, orchestrating, riding the ups and downs of a beautiful concerto. I had to find some other word for master to brand myself as I journey into mastering the art of investments and whatnot. It's almost 2023, folks. It's the 6th month. So now is when you got to plan for the new year. None of that December, none of that September. June 18th, 2022. Riggedy, write down your pliggity plans for what you're finna do in gosh darn 2023. I take videos from time to time on my iPhone, manufactured by Apple in China, designed in Apple, I guess. I don't know what they do over there in Cupertino besides hold events that you go to. I'm trying to get my sideburns are straight. Design stuff, maybe some engineers, a couple Disney Imagineers. Let's see if I got any headlines for the day that I clicked on. Bitcoin sinks below 20,000. I don't know, there's probably going to be nothing worth of gosh darn importance to read here. The Fed on Wednesday of the week of June 18 hiked rates by 75 basis points, its biggest increase since 1994. And apparently after that, risky assets of all stripes, says this CNBC author, Ryan Brown, with 2 underscores after each name, including stocks and crypto. Crypto space is losing $60 billion in market kibbity cap. Celsius, it's kind of like a bank, broke down alongside Terra. Celsius says it's still acting in the interest of our community, but did not return multiple requests for comments. 3 Arrows Capital is in a liquidity crisis? Didn't know this. $10 billion crypto hedge fund is reportedly on the brink of insolvency after the plunge in crypto markets reduced the value of its holdings. 3AC, which is 3 Arrows Capital. I don't know why it wouldn't be TAC. Because T is the letter that is in the beginning of 3, but okay, I get you. 3 Arrows Capital was an investor in Terra and has made some leveraged bets on numerous tokens, including Bitcoin, Ether, and Solana. Zhu Su, the firm's co-founder, said it was in the process of communicating with relevant parties and fully committed to working this out. An investment firm doesn't have any freaking money. What are you going to do, hedge fund? On Friday, Zhu Su told the Wall Street Journal that Three Arrows Capital is considering asset sales and a rescue by another firm to avoid collapse. Ryan Shea, an economist in a crypto investment firm Trax.io, said the recent stress in digital assets was the crypto market equivalent of natural selection. And when the sweet gods of Federal Reserve take away thy honey, those who don't have just a whole bucket full of cash die. Absent the central bank, the onus is on firms operating in the space to be responsible, and those that aren't, for example, excessive leverage, poor risk management, poor security, etc., will not succeed, Shea said in a research note Friday. Says this process is without doubt painful, but ultimately the lack of a centralized backstop is a good thing, as it means moral hazard is avoided because there are no bailouts in crypto unlike in the fiat system, says Ryan Shea. It gets ugly, man. It's not, banks are still invested in that space, but boy, if you ain't got your hands in the right cookie jars and replacements for a Federal Reserve, then boy oh boy, you will be crashing hard, just like those that didn't get a bailout. Oh wait, bank-wise. Big old crash. Buy some stocks. Risky assets don't go to the moon it seemed like no reason. There was a reason. It's because there was money sloshing around. Just new money. New assets that were created off of the back of the bond market. I'm gonna take a quick pause because Zoom wants me to pause. Be right back, folks. Welcome back, Bonjen.
Welcome back. Sorry about that.
Where'd you go?
To get a delivery, but the guy was like driving in Africa. Holy shit. Doesn't he know I have a pod to do? Doesn't he know I have a pod to do?
I talked about Three Arrows Capital liquidity crisis.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have money, man.
Really?
Apparently, I didn't actually know about that until I read the tab.
Is that worse than all the crypto firms laying off 20% of their staff?
I think in this case, yeah, because they don't seem like they have any teats to suckle off of. They said they'd look for a savior firm, but there's less central backed things that they can beg to.
Coinbase laid off 1,100 people after spending $14 million on a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah, that's funny in retrospective marketing budget.
Crypto.com laid off like 200 something. BlockFi laid off 150.
It is also more than just crypto companies, but it is funny seeing the crypto space partaking in the letting off of people, especially I guess did FTX ever do anything? I don't think I ever saw FTX in the headline.
I don't know. Maybe they don't keep their money in crypto.
I didn't really realize how many crypto companies had reserves in random, semi-random assets in the crypto space.
Yeah. Yeah, like 40% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, 10%
Not even
Dogecoin.
that. Not even that. People were in like risky stuff, risky,
Lu- Luna?
retroactively. Probably some of that.
I'm down for some Luna. What do you think, Ryan?
It's okay. Ethereum sub 1,000, which is fun to see.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. 2,000 level, 2020 levels, boys and girls.
I'm
You
only
thought it was a fire sale when it was a 1% drop down from an all-time high. You were incorrect. Welcome to the real fire sales of all assets and possibly, potentially, fire sale of your actual life. Hopefully the two are not super conjoined, markets and real life. But if they are, you're losing some paper wealth. And if they're not, and you want them to be, because traditionally it goes up, you should buy some. Amazon, done diddly split, a lot more fun for retail investors to get a price point at 100 rather than 1,000.
it's
I like
$100.
that. Yeah. And at a pretty okay place, I'd hop in at like 100-ish. Currently it's at 103 after a split.
Here's the thing.
So
Why does a split matter if you can buy fractional shares?
on a macro, like on an individual perspective, not much. Um,
Like, could have just bought $100 at Amazon
this is
yesterday,
true.
and it'd be the same
There's
amount.
still a lot more momentum with smaller investors to see, oh, 106, I can get it. Some people don't, I guess, don't have, I mean, on the retail side, aren't in a place where they can do fractional shares, perhaps.
They don't have access to a Robinhood account.
Maybe some people don't have that. Maybe on a bigger level, bigger, or institutions that are small or don't have fractional buying power through whatever powers that be in their infrastructure, they might buy more of Amazon stock where before they couldn't. Maybe we're talking about, pension funds and whatnot.
Was this a 20 or a 10 stock split?
I think so. It was at around 1,000. So
Did Apple split too?
Apple's had a few splits. It's at 131.
Damn, Tim.
Yeah, and I was saying as you were gone that the Bezos regime would not have seen and did not see in all of its entirety a Amazon stock split, and it took a CEO change because I do not believe Mr. Bezos liked the stock split for a reason that CEOs get a short end of the stick for. I'm not sure explicitly why that is, but that's what I hear in the streets. But now you can get your good old Amazon at a full stock price that is somewhat low.
Maybe Tim was like, if we split the stock, I'm going to run out of space in my garage to keep
Bezos.
all the stock papers. Bezos. Because,
Where am
I already have billions.
I don't have enough. I don't know if a file space for all these stocks.
Yeah.
You're saying I have to rip up all these certificates 10 ways? I don't know how to do that efficiently. I mean, copies of it? The copies will be less.
I wonder what Jeff is up to these days.
Probably trying to do client stuff.
Probably just
That's where the big money's at.
smashing his helicopter girlfriend.
He already won the internet age. He has to do the next thing.
I saw a picture. He posted a picture of his girlfriend on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
just simping, bro. Saying something like, "Oh, dude, this is the girl," or something. And I'm thinking, like, dude, what if she's like reading this and just rolling her eyes, thinking of Leo DiCaprio?
Jeff Bezos has an Instagram.
Oh yeah, huge fan of Bezos' Instagram.
Oh wow,
Always,
look at this.
always posting fun with the family.
This is a genuine Instagram.
Yeah, this looks like he looks like a guy. And then occasionally he'll post some rocket stuff.
Yeah, what is going on with this Blue
Just
Origin?
just remind you who the fuck he is.
These guys just like they've just been doing missions and has not everyone just stopped caring after like the first one. Oh, this guy went to Stanford. Heck yeah, bro. I'm looking at a pod full of men and women, middle age to older age, in blue suits, and they're just looking on the top of the Earth ski. There's one woman, four white men, one black man, and one man with a ponytail. One of the white men, gray hair. I'm just painting the picture. The girl got a little emotional. It seemed a little teary eyed, and then this man. Well, why would they spray paint? Like, cause you're not. I kind of that's kind of like cool and punk, but you know what else? Okay, dude, I didn't bring it up. I watched a Dax Flame made documentary on the making of YouTube. It was a biopic. No,
Like the making of the website.
yeah. A year ago, Dax Flame wanted to get 1 million subscribers. Have you seen new Dax Flame content?
No.
New Dax Flame content was sparked off. Do you know iDubbbz?
Oh yeah, that guy that always says the N word.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
He did a thing with Dax Flame. He made like a documentary about Dax Flame. And then since then, Dax Flame has been making little content. Last year, he was like, I'm going to delete my YouTube if I don't get 1 million subscribers. Halfway through, he was like, that's not going to happen. There's some buyout clauses. If I make a movie, one of the clauses was that I don't have to delete my channel. Dax Flame then made an hour-long flick, a full-length film about the making of YouTube, from PayPal to a screwing over of a team, to a buyout, to a girlfriend being in a coma. The girlfriend was not introduced very well in his film. I didn't know the girlfriend existed, and then the second act, in comes a girl that we're supposed to know. Dax Flame didn't really direct that too well. But it's anything Dax Flame does is very intriguing because it's basically autistic.
Is this guy real?
Yeah. At this point, it's not a character. And I don't think it ever has been.
Let me just scroll down to, gosh, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
14 years ago. 15 years ago. YouTube is old.
Yeah.
YouTube is like, nothing about YouTube is the same.
No.
Nothing. Not one thing.
Well, there's videos still.
There's videos.
And that
but
was the problem that they solved.
not like nothing of just the overall energy of YouTube is just different. It's no longer the Wild West. It is de facto mainstream media.
Has been for quite a while. I mean, for a certain generation, for quite a while.
It's like, I can't believe that I created it.
That's what Dax Flame said in the movie.
JK. Dude, I was trying really hard to find my first YouTube videos from 2007. Couldn't even remember like the title of it. Couldn't even remember my
You should
My
make a
username.
video of you creating your first video, but upload it now. I'm sure that'll fill the void.
Oh,
2007.
dude, 2007, bro. No one can say they've been on YouTube longer than me.
I'm sure there's a few people.
Except Alexander Cayley. I think he said 2006, so maybe he has me beat there. But 2007 was my year. What a great year that
No,
was. Fifth grade.
just you and Alexander on the platform, eh?
I was making Club Penguin videos.
Everyone was, dude. Gotta get what was that label in the top corner of people recording their screen?
Uh,
I was about to say my free
Hypercam.
cam. I was about to say my free cam.
Hypercam. Unregistered Hypercam too.
Yeah. I wonder how that firm's doing.
I remember I spent years trying to figure out how to record my screen
Wow.
because I had a really shitty PC and it just wouldn't work. So I tried a bunch. I finally got this one software to work, but there's a big ass watermark in the middle. And then I used some bullshit like online software to edit it and upload it, and it put another watermark on there. But I was so happy.
A bunch of mid 20-year-old men making these software solutions that these young upstart kids would try to find to make funny penguin videos.
That would be a cool name for like a fucking
Penguin
artist.
What?
Fucking damn it. A cool artist. They just call themselves Unregistered Hypercam 2. And those people that get it.
It's a little long. Maybe like an album or like a track name.
It's just it's like XXX Tentacion. It's like it hurts to say it, but you know who it is. And then like for short, they just call him Hypercam.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're probably going to have a chapter in that career where he goes from unregistered Hypercam to just Hypercam. You're like a no-name gypsy to a no-name, a Michael Jackson to, rapist.
Hey, you better apologize to Michael
That was
Jackson.
a good one, dude. I've been on
Michael Jackson was vindicated.
There was also in that, I think it was the same special, Michael, a great Michael Jackson set from Chappelle in that special, Sticks and Stone special. Oh man,
Fuck, the name Unregistered Hypercam 2 is taken on SoundCloud. Damn it.
too long for Twitter.
Let me see. If there's an artist on Spotify named Unregistered Hypercam 2.
You gotta go bigger than the music game. You gotta spin up a whole freaking thing.
What's bigger than music?
Probably the sports industry, the banking industry, retail, clothing goods.
Where on earth would the name Unregistered Hypercam 2 fit in the
maybe like an
banking
investment
industry?
A crypto firm.
Unregistered Hypercam 2 is an artist name for sure.
Clothing line. Kanye West's new child.
You gotta be like a weird ass producer or a band.
Just a hyper pop band.
It could be fucking anything. It could be R&B. Like the name just like has nothing to do with like the art.
It's very of the times. It's very 2022 throwback.
And there's going to be a whole wave of children that know Unregistered Hypercam 2, but they don't know where the name came from.
This is very mid 20-year-old in 2022. 2020s.
There's a lot of playlists named Unregistered Hypercam 2.
Oh, yeah? What kind of music?
Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
Amine, Lil Baby, Young Thug.
I would Playboy Cardi. Is Young Thug out of jail yet, man? They got him on a RICO?
I think he's out of jail, but I think Gunna is in jail.
Dang. Hear Young Thug spit new freestyle in jail cell with YSL signee B Slime. Video Young Thug and Gunna face accusations in RICO case. But did they kill anybody? You
know? Allegedly.
Man.
But innocent till proven guilty. But it's looking pretty guilty.
I'm loading up a video now. I'm watching a 20-second long commercial about. Oh man, does she have Alzheimer's? It's an old couple dancing in the room.
Do you not have YouTube Premium?
I'm on abcnews.go.com.
Oh.
And on Safari.
I was gonna say, do you hate yourself?
Oh, dude, let me get Vince. Okay, screw all this. Vince McMahon, right?
Who?
Sick freaking WWE company news, right?
Oh, so, good.
CEO.
Can't wait.
You got to prepare yourself for it.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon of WWE, public company, right? Public company. We're looking at a I don't know. Net worth for Mr. McMahon, $2.4 billion, according to Forbes in 2022. I wonder if Alpha Entertainment. What is Alpha Entertainment?
Sounds like porn.
It does. He probably tried to make a new football league again. So this man apparently paid $3 million to a lady he had an affair with.
$3 million.
$3 million, right? So WWE board probes secret $3 million hush pact by CEO Vince McMahon. I need to do a different. Let me do NBC News. This man's has to step down from his CEO position, still sitting as a chairman, still sitting as creative for the firm, also showing up on the show as a Vince McMahon character, which is hilarious.
Dude, pussy will topple empires.
And his daughter is currently the interim CEO. Apparently, from what some people have said, that was more of a signal to be like, hey, I'm not stepping down as CEO, cats, all right? So this man, World Wrestling Entertainment, which is funny that the company is still called that because the show is now just WWE, stepped back. CEO Vince McMahon stepped back from his leadership responsibility as the company investigates misconduct claims against him. Board of Directors appointed McMahon's daughter, Stephanie McMahon, as interim CEO and chairwoman until the probe's conclusion. And then he's just showing up on SmackDown on Friday night as Mr. McMahon, the character.
Is he a billionaire?
Yeah, we're looking at a 2.2 net worth there.
Oh, so $3 million is probably not a lot for him, but also that sucks.
Also saying it's a differentiation of if it was out of his pocket or the company's pocket. It would probably be his own.
Gotta do your own. You don't want to be mixing your dirty funds with company
his
funds.
Wife, who I still believe is his wife, big in the politic game, big politicking. Freaking WWE has a relationship with Saudi Arabia on a showbiz level. Also probably on a little more than showbiz level. Because, you know what I mean? You know, it could be the connector there for the Saudis and America, so why not?
Honestly, a divorce... Actually, no, it's cheaper than a divorce if you're a billionaire. Maybe that's the smarter move.
Plus, Linda McMahon's all in politics. You don't want to lose that connection, you know?
But she already knows that he cheated, so, you think they're still good friends?
Later Friday, McMahon kicked off WWE Friday Night SmackDown with a brief address saying he would like to remind the fans of the sport's signature words, then, now, forever, and the most important word is together. Welcome to SmackDown. Why would you do that? Why is that a thing? Few CEOs are closely associated with a product as McMahon is to pro wrestling. That's very true. He frequently appears in WWE broadcasts and is said to have almost total control over scripts and overall storylines. And even as the board looks into possible misconduct, directors are still allowing McMahon to retain his role and responsibilities related to WWE's creative content during this period. An interim CEO for WWE, revolutionary, has it unprecedented in the modern era of WWE. Riveting stuff.
Riveting.
And Stephanie McMahon just stepped away from the company to focus on her children.
Because nothing's more important than family.
Except the family's company.
Except money. If you receive money in a divorce settlement,
yeah.
What are the taxes like on that?
Oh, that's charity, baby. That's tax free. I don't know. That's probably
no way it's tax free.
Marriage and taxes go hand in hand.
Because that would be that people would be getting married just to get divorced to get that tax free money.
As you do already, but yes.
Like, what?
He was born in North Carolina, Vince McMahon. Didn't know that. He tried the XFL. He's freaking ripped as a 70. He's 76, bro. He's freaking yacked out.
Yeah, 76?
Yeah. What is Alpha Entertainment?
That's why you gotta exercise.
He tried to make the XFL, which is a football league. He spun that up again recently. Didn't do well. That died, I think. Sexual misconduct allegations.
The WNFL?
What?
The Women's National Football League?
No. There's also a great LeBron James bit / sentence from the Chappelle Sticks and Stones bit. It's the... Did you see the clip where he told... neither here nor there. Hilarious stuff. Great storyteller. Really well at combining things. You watch Chappelle's comedy and then other people's comedy, and you're like, well, dang, you really mastered the craft, Chappelle. Flowy. Yeah. This is very story oriented, which is kind of what comedy is now, but just does it with a masterful flow. A maestro of the craft. And that's why John David Ricker, I'm going on tour with David Chappelle, and I will be opening for him doing my famous poke bit.
Oh no.
It is one joke, but it is one joke I've been, perfecting, fine-tuning over the past, 3, 4, 5 years. The theme that it touches upon is gentrification and the food that comes along with it from a place. And it might or may not be poke. Come again, sir?
Please, not the poke bit.
The poke bit got a laugh at a live audience.
I'm literally...
And they laughed at me, and I literally yelped because I was surprised at the laugh that I garnered live on stage.
I'm on my knees begging.
It was a beautiful bit. It's a little bit geography dependent now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I could tweak some of the cities. Say I'm in Louisiana. I get some cities over there that are high net worth and low net worth, and then I could tweak as you tweak. Maybe they might find out that I'm not from that city. I'm gonna have to rethink the touring aspect of this, because this poke bit really works well in large metropolitan areas. So I'm gonna have to strategically set out when me and David Chappelle go on tour. You a big fan of KSI?
No.
What's your opinion on KSI?
I don't have an opinion. Never watched this concert in my life.
Apparently, it's a family feud of sorts with his younger brother.
Really?
Also a YouTuber. Apparently, he might have created a wedge between his brother, and his family.
Money will do that.
Okay, so
I heard that he
I think he's quite wealthy right now.
I heard that he put like 3 million into Luna and then lost it all in a
Even
day.
6.
6 million, huh?
Not into Luna, but into something, because I was watching something from, it might be Luna. But yeah, I think he's like pretty dirtily rich right now.
Him and Mr. Logan Paul are very well off.
Yeah.
Logan Paul,
Freaking how?
they're
What they
they're
do?
gonna do case studies on that guy's fucking turnaround.
From what? What do you
Remember
mean?
when
Like
everybody
come up or
hated him?
like,
Well, the come up was
well,
like
Disney fall down, I
just
guess?
your average come up, but then remember he fucking filmed that guy that killed himself in the Japanese forest, and then
That
everyone
doesn't
hated
matter. I
him.
mean, come on.
That was huge. That was heavy stuff. I was there. Were you?
Yeah. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you care? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Check. There. Your voice is coming out of my freaking. Can you talk again?
Hey, everybody, it's me.
Darn it, dude. Alright, well, I guess I'll just freaking talk like this. Anything else that you saw in the news today, Portrait?
Anything else that I saw in the news besides Drake's album sucking booty hole, Bitcoin's in the
Is that what
shitter?
my hat, by the way?
Um, what else is going on? Not much. I'm just cooling it, just chilling.
Anything new and newsworthy from you?
Going to New York next week for work.
What are you doing?
Just some NFT shit.
Oh,
Like,
NFT NYC?
yeah,
Nice.
that's for the job. And then I was invited to this party, um, with a Disclosure. You know who that is?
Oh, yeah, I love disclosure.
Yeah, they're gonna be performing, and they're like, "Hey, we'll get you a bitchin' Airbnb if you film a video and like talk about your experience here." I was like,
At
"Well,
NYC?
I was like, well, the place that the company got me staying is pretty shitty, so okay." So I just found the most expensive Airbnb I could get for their budget. So I'll be living like a king in New York for a couple days.
Sick,
Yeah.
sick.
That's Monday, Tuesday to Friday.
Come again?
That's Tuesday to Friday.
Nice.
I really need to fucking double down on these Bitcoin videos while the price is tanking. Because in a couple years, when it's not tanking, or even a couple months, who knows, and everybody's looking for Bitcoin shit, I need mine to be ranking in search. So now is the time. Now is the time to do the work.
Build in the bear market, they say. And by they, I mean me. I made a little logo. Well, someone else, very talented graphic artist, made a logo.
Some guy in India.
It's the Build a Bear logo, but it says build in the bear market.
Oh,
So,
I saw that. I didn't get it initially.
so yeah, I'm basically going to become a billionaire off that.
You don't think you're going to get sued by, Build a Bear Workshop?
Come again?
You don't think you're going to get sued?
I mean, not with my billions. That's just easy Vince McMahon hush money.
Vince.
FTX.
Remember Vince from college?
What?
Vince from college?
Yeah.
Marcus's friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't really remember much about him.
Did he just come up in your mind just now?
Yeah, because you said Vince. I just know he had a dog.
Yeah, the pit bull?
Yeah,
What do you think he's up to? He's probably doing real estate?
probably the same shit he was doing.
I don't think so. That's funny. I haven't thought about that, man. That man was a side character in my life.
Dude, so many side characters.
He was like low on the totem pole of my side characters.
Yeah, he was
I
nice
didn't.
though. He was chill.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. I didn't see him. I bet he's a very charismatic fellow.
When, when I remember one time Marcus took me to his place
Yeah,
at the retreat or wherever,
yeah,
just go in there. It's like two pit bulls. They're not fighting, but they're playing.
yeah.
But like, I was like, wow, they're fucking. This could easily be like a fight if they like went a little bit harder. And then they're just like a bunch of people everywhere just smoking. And Vince was like, me and Marcus went up to Vince's room, and then there was more like there was like 50 people up there again just smoking. And I was like, dude, like, who do you live here with? He was like, oh, I live here by myself. But like, it was interesting because like there was no furniture in his place. There's just two pit bull cages and a couch, and then like a PS
Yeah,
a PS5.
I slept on that couch one time. There's some video games upstairs.
Yeah, and I used to think, damn, bro, this is low key to life.
It's a life.
It's a life, dude. The
I could
fucking
see him
retreat,
doing
bro.
fucking freaking something like real estate. Oh well,
Bro,
just flipping houses.
flipping houses in Tucson, dude.
Easy money.
Easy.
Oh my goodness. A California realtor could just strong arm anyone in that market.
Yeah, I think you got to get another realtor's license though for that state.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. And today you had to listen to Ricker and Bond or watch one of the clips on YouTube, rickerandbond.com, to do fun things. And by fun things, I mean give the Ricker and Bond podcast 5 stars.
I'm gonna buy a house in Tucson.
I wouldn't mind. Did you go to that Airbnb when Adobe did the show there?
Airbnb when Adobe did a show there
It was the hip hop festival.
in Tucson. Oh yeah. I was there at that
That
big ass
I wouldn't
house.
mind that property.
I want
Or
like
you go,
I want a
or you go in
couple
the
small
foothills.
properties. Like I don't want to live there. Gross. No. I want to rent it out
I
to
live in the
college
foothills.
kids. Too many olds.
I mean, once you're old, you're old. Thanks for listening, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.